All right, we're visiting with Heather with First Palmetto Mortgage. She is one of the preferred partners of our insurance agency. She works with a lot of our clients on their home mortgages, and she's going to tell us a little bit about a new program that just started just recently. And Heather, I'm going to turn it over to you and let you tell us about this new program.
Great. My name is Heather Rose with First Palmetto Mortgage. I've been in the mortgage industry for 12 years and with this company for 6. What I wanted to share with you guys today is a brand new program that has come out to help people buy specifically Fannie Mae foreclosures. Right now there's a lot of that going on, and there's a lot of people who are interested in buying them because obviously you're going to get, a discounted price. You're going to get a much better deal on those properties. Basically, what the program does is it allows people who are first-time home buyers, second-time home buyers, second home, and also investment. If you're buying this as an investment property.
But it has to be a Fannie Mae foreclosure.
It has to be a Fannie Mae foreclosure. And so, of course, how do you find out where to go for this foreclosure? They have created a new website. It is called www.homepath.com.
Okay.
That's HOMEPATH.com. You can go to the website and type in your zip code,
okay,
and it will come up with all of the properties that are available under this program.
Okay, so those that are on that list, when you pull it up, those are the ones you could actually purchase using this program.
Yeah, currently.
Okay.
And they're adding new properties all the time. This is brand new. So right now, for example, if you put in a downtown zip code, there's like 30 properties, but
okay,
it could be 100 by next month because they're uploading new properties every day.
Okay, so if I'm a person, I say I want to buy a foreclosed house, I want to get a good deal. I use the website, I find the property. How does this program help me buy that property?
Okay, unlike many programs, with foreclosures, a lot of times the required down payment can be significant. Okay. This program will allow you to get into the home for as little as 3% down. Okay. Which makes it a great product for first-time home buyers or people with limited cash reserves. Okay. The second thing that it does is there is no appraisal required because they already know what the house is worth. Right. So not only can that reduce your out-of-pocket expenses, and by the way, you can still get one done, it's voluntary, but it also reduces the problems that come with foreclosures where the appraisal has issues or repairs that need to be done. Fannie Mae has decided we're already taking care of this, you don't need to worry about getting that through underwriting.
So I could, if I wanted to make sure I was getting a good deal, I could still get one done.
Yes.
But to have
and
it
I would
actually,
recommend it.
Right, have it financed, I wouldn't have to do that.
You would not have to worry about issues with the appraisal in underwriting.
Okay.
And that can be an issue with foreclosures.
Right.
A lot of times the buyer is perfectly willing to purchase the property as is because they're getting a great deal, but that doesn't mean that it can get through underwriting as is. Okay. And that's where the problem comes in for first-time home buyers because the bank won't do the repairs and the buyer doesn't have the money to do them. Right. So it eliminates that problem. Okay, great. Okay, so that's fantastic. Second, you can get interested party concessions up to 6% of the purchase price. Now what that means is you can get a gift from a family member. Okay. The seller can offer concessions if they're willing to. That's up to them, which is the bank. I mean Fannie Mae. Right. And anyone else involved with the transaction can offer credits to the buyer. So what that can do is help someone get into the house without having to pay all of their closing costs up front. Okay. Okay. The third thing about this product that's really very unique is that private mortgage insurance is not necessarily required. Okay. Okay, and what that means is that when you put down less than 20%, many times you're required to pay an extra fee per month called PMI. Right. My first house I bought, I had to pay PMI on because it was less than 20% down. Correct. And that can be $50 and it can be $150 per month. Right. It doesn't really do anything for the buyer either. With this program, because of the insurance that's already in place through the PMI companies, there is an option where you don't have to pay it. Okay. We don't have all the details on that yet because this is a brand new program. Right. In fact, I believe it just rolled out this month.
Okay.
But there is going to be an option to not have to pay that.
Okay.
There's some other details about this product, but that's basically the general outline.
It's made because there's houses right now that Fannie Mae owns.
Yeah, and they can't sell.
And they want to sell them.
Problems. They want to get rid of their inventory.
So that'll make it easy for a buyer who's interested in purchasing a foreclosed home to
not
buy
have to
it,
jump through all the hoops,
get it financed, right, and make it not as easy, but make it a lot simpler for them to do that.
Yes.
All right. If I was in the market, if I said I want to buy a foreclosed home either because I want to get a good deal on a home I'm going to live in, maybe I want to have an investment property.
Get the rental income.
Give me the quick step-by-step process of how do I end up sitting in front of you in your office?
The first thing that you would need to do is we always encourage people to secure their pre-approval first.
Right.
Don't call a realtor and go look at a house before you know that you can get a loan.
Right.
And there are various requirements that are still in place for people to qualify for this product.
So if I need first thing to do
you need to call a mortgage consultant who is approved
for this program.
Loan, if you're interested in it. Not everyone is.
Okay.
You specifically need to find someone who is approved for what's called the Fannie Mae Home Path Program.
Okay.
Which we are.
Okay.
Of course. The second thing that you need to do is get a pre-approval letter from that mortgage consultant. They will tell you what you're approved for, whether or not you can do it, how much you need to put down, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
The next thing is to get a referral to a local realtor.
Okay.
Either your own realtor or your mortgage professional should have a list of qualified people that they can refer you to start showing you some of these properties.
Okay.
Once you find a property, your realtor will, get you under contract, and then we will get you from contract to closing.
Okay. If I'm kind of the self-service kind of person, I could come sit down with you, get my pre-approval, so I know exactly how much house I could purchase.
Yes.
Then I could go to the homepath.com or .org?
It's www.homepath.com.
And I can actually look at the property myself.
Oh, yeah.
And say, okay, these five fit into my budget. At that point, I could call a realtor
and each one
and
of
go
these,
check them out.
Exactly. And each one of these homes is listed by a realtor also. So there is a listing agent, what we call a listing agent, who represents the bank.
Right.
Who you could call and they could show you the property.
Okay.
Or you can find a buyer's agent.
Right.
And then they would be able to show you multiple homes.
Right. And if I use a buyer's agent, somebody represents me, it's not going to cost me any more to purchase that house.
Correct.
Right. So
Fannie Mae has already negotiated to pay a certain amount at closing to the realtors, whether there's one or two involved.
Okay.
So there will be no out-of-pocket costs for you to have a buyer's agent.
Okay. So first I call you, get pre-approved. Second, either using a realtor or going directly to the website, find the properties I'm interested in. Make the offers, get the contract in place, then we sit down and finalize everything and get the loan done.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, Heather, thanks a lot for doing this.
Thank you.
I know our clients and folks are going to enjoy this information.
We're really excited about this program.
Okay. And we'll have your contact information up at the end of this little video, so everybody stick around for that. And I'll have Heather's email address and phone number up. And if you have any questions, give her a call.
Thank you, Will.
Thanks, Heather. Cool.